BookTube. This year I decided to participate in the TBR Takedown 3.0, and this is hosted by the lovely Shannon over at Leaning Lights. And I just want to show you guys my TBR for the readathon, and there are a couple little guidelines you can follow. It's pretty laid back as a readathon, so you can kind of interpret it as you want. You can use the same book for multiple requirements. So the first requirement is a book from your most recent haul, and that for me is going to be Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff. And I'm actually buddy reading this with Mercedes over at Mercy's Bookish Musings, and I really want to get to it. It sounds like a great story about a marriage and really focuses on this couple's relationship from when they meet until they are older. I think it's like around 25 years that it spans, and I've actually read the first couple pages and the writing is fantastic, and I'm really excited to just dive into this. The next on the list is a book that's been on your TBR shelf for over a year or the longest, and I actually was inspired by Patty over at I Smell Books, and I'm going to be reading The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I have never read Atwood before, and I think that is such a crime because all of her books sound like something that I will really enjoy. So I've got to get started, and I think that I should start with this one just because it's probably her most prominent work. And I am so excited to get to this, and I think it'll be really excellent, and it'll finally push me to pick this one up. This is a dystopian book about a world where women's sole purpose is only to breed and procreate, and so it sounds pretty dark, but I am really intrigued to see all the hype behind this and to get started reading Atwood. The next one is to read a book outside of your comfort zone, and for this I picked Everything by Nicola Yoon, and this is a YA contemporary book about a young girl who is actually allergic to everything, and she ends up meeting, I believe, her next door neighbor, and they form a relationship, and sounds really interesting. The cover is absolutely stunning. I'm not a big contemporary reader, so this is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but it just sounds so intriguing and I'm really excited to pick it up. Next one is the first book in a series or a standalone, so for that I'm going to be doing The Handmaid's Tale. Next one is complete a series or read the sequel to a book, and so for that I'm going to be reading the second in the Locke Key series. This one is called Head Games. This is by Joe Hill. I just finished the first one in this graphic novel series and absolutely loved it, so I'm so excited to pick this up. I think this will be great for the readathon as well because it'll be a really quick read and kind of break up my other books, so I'm really excited to get to this one as well. The next one is read a fire book, so colors like red, orange, yellow, those kinds of things. And so for this one, I will also be using everything just because of all the different colors that are on the cover. This is probably really hard to see, but it is so gorgeous. It's just like all sorts of different things, plants and headphones and an airplane, and anyways, it's absolutely stunning. So I will be using that one for that as well. And the last one is read a non-novel book, so something like a little bit unconventional, like short stories, poems, verse, something like that. So for this one, I chose All This Has Nothing to Do With Me by Monica Sabolo, and this has a really interesting format. It's all sorts of like text messages and pictures and emails and things like that. It's a really interesting layout. This is about a girl who is known as MS, and she ends up hiring a man that she refers to as XX, basically based on his looks alone, and that's about all I know about it, but I'm really interested to read something with such an interesting format. I love mixed media type books, and so this seems like something I will enjoy, and I'm just really curious. It's also pretty short, which will be great for the TBR takedown. So this is my TBR takedown little pile, and please let me know if you guys are going to be participating and what is in your TBR. Also, you can link your TBR takedown videos down below. I would love to watch them. And I will obviously link Shannon's channel down below and Patty's channel down below. If you guys aren't subscribed to them, please go check them out. They're absolutely wonderful and you will love their channels. And I can't wait to get chatting. And until next time, happy reading!